So Elena, she is out with more information on how you can keep your car safe, and she is joining us now with car care expert Frank Lutz with Desert Car Care in Cave Creek. He's getting us all energized this morning. I love the enthusiasm he brings to life and to cars.
I know he should work for us and be like our car care expert just all the time, right? But, you know, that's why we're talking here, though, because we want to protect you guys as well as your cars, because we know these weather events, yeah, it can do some damage. And so that's why we're talking about some, you know, things monsoons specifically can do to our cars. He was just telling me how bad water and oil don't mix.
They don't. They're not friendly at all. Think of your engine. Your engine is really an air compressor, right? So that engine oil is sitting in the engine. It's circulating. Here's a blender showing it. You see that oil looks pretty. But as we introduce water, oh my goodness, that becomes a nightmare. And so we lose that ability to really get that engine to function. So what does that mean during the monsoon seasons? Well, we all know about the air filter. Gotta only take in air. Now, some of these vehicles, the air filter housing sits very low. If we're sucking in water, that's going into the engine, and that could cause a problem, could cause an engine to also hydrolock. Here's a piston. Piston goes up and down. Remember, we're compressing air. We cannot compress liquid. So if that spark plug is in there, firing it up, and we got any water, that's going to cause the motor to lock up. Now, I'm going to show you what folks can do, because it's simple. It doesn't have to be rocket science. A lot of my folks, they'll actually, they'll come in, hey, Frank, I've got a plastic undercarriage piece that's just coming apart. And some of you may just tear that apart and say, okay, I don't need it. Well, you do need it. Right? Because guess what? Let's take a look in here. Let's dive in. Right in here, you can see there's a major plastic piece that's missing. Now, what do we have? We have sensitive electronics. So what's going to happen is you tore the piece off back in January when it was nice and dry. Water comes in, and you're going to get water on all this stuff. Look at this exposed wire.
Right.
Now, in some of my aged vehicles, that can be a huge problem. And so what I said to my folks coming in is you may not see a problem now, because remember, water intrusion will creep up.
Right.
So you could have a symptom of wipers going off and horns blaring in the middle of the night. Who knows when? Bottom line is water, moisture, electrical, don't go. And that engine, please make sure those plastic covers are squared away so you can repel that water and not have any issues. It's simple as that.
All right, Frank, thank you so much. I think you're going to help a lot of folks, especially if a monsoon pops up in your neighborhood. So, you know, I think this is the first time I actually went up and under a car and saw some of these parts. So it's definitely very educational for me as well with my own car. But, you know, like he said, just be aware of these things. And then if you're in trouble, call your local car care expert like Frank here to help you. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Elena. And I don't think anyone quite does it like Frank with his personality out there. Gets me boosted up.